I just found the mother lode of dead manzanita. Look at that. We're in manzanita heaven.
Alright, what's happening everybody? This is Dave with ADU+Aquascaping. Right here you can see I'm in the manzanita bushes just right off the freeway. They just naturally grow underneath the Ponderosa pine. So if you happen to live in an area that has Ponderosa pine, which also goes by the name of yellow pine, go ahead and try and find some, because we know this wood can get pretty expensive, and of course we all love it. It's really gnarly and kinky and has a lot of character. Of course you can see that the leaves are kind of a round little coin shape, and it stays pretty low to the ground. Now the whole secret is, of course, you want to find a dead piece. It's very dense wood. It's very hard to rip it out if it's alive. Besides the fact that I'm on federal land, I mean, you don't want to be destroying the woods. So I went ahead and found a nice big dead piece right off the bat. Of course it's too big for the 60p, but I'm really going for the base. I want the nice base because I'm going to be doing abuse heavy scape, so I don't really care about all the fine delicate pieces at the top. But you can see it's a pretty huge piece. At any LFS it would probably be pretty expensive. Real quickly, if you do live in California, California has a lot of Ponderosa pine, so you should go out and you should see if you can find some green leaf manzanita wood. Save yourself a lot of money, guys. Of course, I've wanted to collect the manzanita for a long time. I've wanted to make a video about it as well. I've also wanted to collect some rocks that I'm going to use for the aquascape that are in an area close by. So I'm not really sure what kind of rocks these are. I want to say there's some kind of quartzite. They're basically primarily sand based, and I don't think I don't think they're true metamorphic. I think it was more like sedimentary rock that went under pressure, but it was sedimentary rock first to begin with. But yeah, it's primarily sand based. They have a really nice purple color. I think the color scheme is going to go quite well with the scape that I'm going to be doing. And once again, I've always wanted to collect these rocks. They just have a really nice color and character. And of course it's super pretty up here. There you can see the rocks. I'm about ready to rinse them off. Of course you just want to rinse the rocks off with fresh water. You can clean them with hot water. You can boil them if you want to get all the bacteria off. It's up to you. Right there I'm just showing you the muriatic acid, which you can use if you want to give the rocks an acid bath or an acid wash. A lot of people do that to darken the rocks, but it usually only works with carbonate based rocks. Here in a minute I'll show you. I put it in the muriatic acid and everything like that, but it didn't really do much to these rocks because they don't have a lot of carbonate in them. They're basically mainly just sand. But I just want to go ahead and show you this in case you are going to be using saruji stone or some kind of limestone or carbonate-based stone for your aquascape when you collect your rocks or purchase them or whatever you may do. Now the muriatic acid can be purchased at Walmart, and you want to use it outside or in a well-ventilated area. Usually you want to wear gloves or long sleeves and a respirator. I just have experience with it. But if you're a beginner, for sure you want to be wearing a respirator and gloves because you do not want to inhale it. So you put the acid into the bucket, make it nice and easy, and then I just put a couple rocks in there just to give them a quick bath, just to see if they're going to change color or not. And they didn't, so it's no big deal, just test it out, see if it does anything, and it didn't. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I ordered some bucephalandra brownie ghost, and I ordered some metallica, and of course I have some Secadel velvet, and I have a bunch of other things. And so yeah, we're gonna be setting up a new scape. It's gonna have manzanita wood, those rocks I collected. I may try and get a darker sand instead of using the Colorado sand, I want to get, you know, kind of a grayish sand, not black, but a grayish blue sand that will complement the purplish red color of these rocks. And my brother does have some sand, so I may ask him if he wants to donate some. Up next, of course, is preparing the rocks. Now, you know, these are workable rocks. A lot of times quartzite rock is easy to break apart. So you can see I've got my mallet and I've already broken some pieces. And I found when I broke it down even more, it was basically just pure sand. So you want to get workable rocks if you can, usually some kind of compressed sedimentary stones such as this. Sand-based stones, mud stones are really easy to work with, and they also, if they're primarily sand, they're not going to impact your pH very much, which is also another plus. And also, if you do an acid wash real quickly, if your rocks do change color, then you know that you're working with a limestone and they may impact your pH. So that's something that you may want to prepare yourself for if you know that you're going to be pumping a lot of CO2 and you're going to be using a rock that's going to impact your water parameters, because they can cause the KH to rise. So it's something you can also look for when you dip them in muriatic acid. So of course, up next is preparing and cleaning the driftwood. Manzanita wood doesn't really release a lot of tannins, so I don't boil it. Again, you can boil it if you just want to kill pathogens. I just rinse it off with the hose, and then I just get a wire scratcher and I might scratch some of the bark off, or if there's any lichen or any moss or anything on it. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and spray these down, clean them up. Of course, I'm showing you right there, I'm probably not really going to use the tops. I may break the tops off and kind of just have like a pile of twigs in the scape, kind of like I did before. I want to give like a naturalistic river bottom vibe. I'm going to have a real thin layer of sand, and then I'm going to have the rocks and then the wood on top of it. And so it's going to be more or less just a natural classic nature aquarium, and that's my favorite style. I love the nature aquarium. It's not going to be any crazy diorama scene or anything like that, but I'm really looking forward to this scape. I'm going to be using hopefully a lot of red stem plants as well, and some hygrophila pinnatifida and some hygrophila sawtooth, which also goes by the name of the mermaid weed. So yeah, that's basically it. Boom. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Get ready for the new 60-piece scape. This is how you collect manzanita wood and rocks for your hardscape. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep your sleeves wet. Peace out.